What is up, guys? It is me, Miko Rex. Today, I'm going to be asking the question, was Chapter 6 really that bad? Because now I've been seeing a lot of people hating on it, so yep, today I'm just going to be making my annual retrospective. So, please consider subscribing, and let's get into it. Starting off with the map is a major improvement over Chapter 5 Season 1. Because it's so vibrant and it looks beautiful just to look at, especially when you're in game. And everywhere felt different. You could go to the Shogun area and it feel different. You could go to the Demon's Dojo area, it'd feel different. And then even just the normal terrain, it was just like, it looks good. And even some of the area, as much as I don't like the Chapter 5 terrain, at least it was just more vibrant. And hopefully, maybe in Chapter 8, because we're in Chapter 7 as I'm making this video, they can improve on the terrain and make it more cartoony again. But, yeah. And then to the POIs, I loved the POIs this season. We had Shogun Solitude, Demon's Dojo, Hopeful Heights, Seaport City, and a lot of other POIs, and all of them were very good in their own ways. And don't even get me started on Bird. Best POI in Fortnite history, I tell you. Then we go to the graphics. Chapter 6's graphics are a major improvement from Chapter 5. They also had this skybox, which just made it look 10 times better. And you can say the graphics do look the same, even though, yeah, they technically are, but like, something about it with the Chapter 6 skybox makes it feel better. I still will choose Chapter 4 graphics over it, though. And these graphics kind of bring back the cartoony vibe of Chapter 4, but while keeping the realistic of Chapter 5. But at least the realistic isn't as noticeable, but when you, like, break it down, or whatever the hell, yeah, yeah. And the graphics were just way better. But yeah. Then we have the movement. They added rolling and this new jumping thing. I don't really like the jumping thing because, like, when I'm in build fights, it's so annoying when you're trying to, like, just jump normally, and then it does that stinking animation because then you can't pull out. And then they changed the sprint animations, and they've grown on me. At first I was like, what the heck is this? But then it really grew on me and I really like it now. Now to the game modes. They added OG, Ballistic. Yeah, that's it. Ballistic happened yet. But OG, Season 1 at least, it was like good at first. But then they added bots. And I'm not joking. They really added bots to OG, even though bots didn't even exist yet. And when I tell you the first day of OG was fun, like way more fun than it is now. I mean, it felt like actual Chapter 1. And then they just ruined it because some little crybaby started crying about it, and that's annoying. And then we get to Ballistic. It's fun, but it still feels super rushed. The first person was cool at first, but like now it's like, alright, cool. And yeah. And also, yeah, that's really it. There really weren't that many modes, which is a good thing for, like, in my opinion, and for Fortnite as a whole, because they don't have as much on their plate. But still. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the season Rocket Racing was killed off. So, massive W. Then we're going to go into the storyline. To begin, the event that led into this was fire. Like, I didn't expect any lore, and then they showed us that scene with Hope and Jones inside the rift, and that was fire. And then the Zero Shard following was cool. And okay, I think the storyline this season was cool, because at first we didn't know what that object was until leakers leaked it when Remix came out. But still, when the trailer came out, which happened before the Remix finale, people were like, what is that? People were theorizing that was a part of a Last Reality mothership. And I can't blame them. The thing was literally silver. And you cannot change my mind. That thing looked silver, and it had like a purple thing behind it instead of like the pinkish thing that 0 Point shards usually have. And now to the storyline in a nutshell. The 0 Point shard hits an island known as Oninoshima, and it brings back magic to the island, opening spirit realm portals. These spirit realm portals brought demons to the island. These demons came to take the 0 Point shard, and they succeeded. The leader of these demons was Shogun X. He has a bigger master. We'll get to that later. And then we have the Night Rose, who is bound by Shogun X. And her boss was actually kind of fire. We'll talk about that after I'm done with the storyline. There were 3 siblings on this island: Daigo, Kendo, and Jade. Kendo is a samurai. Jade has a deep connection to the island, and Daigo owns a mask shop. As soon as the magic returned to the island, Daigo took the opportunity to start making magical masks. After a while, Jade gets into the spirit realm, and it's revealed that Daigo created a mask for her, but that made her like a demon thing, and it made her go into the spirit realm. And yeah. And then the event, mini event was fire. Like, it didn't even feel like a mini event. I thought it was an event, I'm gonna be real with you, because it was so good. Also, this is like only one of 2 mini events this whole chapter, and that's wild. And then we have the bosses. The bosses literally felt like, I don't know, other game bosses. Like, they felt like those single player game bosses. Cause like the Night Rose, that thing was kind of scary to go against. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, you could be fighting her being like, oh yeah, it's just a normal boss with that, and then they'll pull out the freaking puppeteer. Yeah. Low-key was scared. Then Shogun X, that man was so big, pause, and bro would whip you with a freaking sword, teleport behind you, throw demon masks at you. Bro, and as if oh god, and as if it's not enough, there are like multiple of these guys. Like, he could be at a random area, you wouldn't know he's there, and then he'll just be right there by you. Yeah. But now, how will I rank this season? This season, I'm gonna rank it a 9 out of 10. Very good start to the chapter. It was very good. Now to season 2. Chapter 6, season 2. It's like one of those seasons where it's like, it's not really good, but it's not really bad. Let's get into why I think this. Starting off with the battle pass. The pass with Buns, Midas carried, and Sub-Zero carried. That's all. That's all I'm going to say about that pass. The POIs, Crime City, Shiny Shafts, and Lone Wolf Lair, they were alright. Not my favorites, but whatever. It got rid of Night Shift for us. And the entire area felt like Chapter 5. With gold. Now to the loophole. They gave us a big baseball bat, and that's all I really remember about the loophole. I'll be real with you. The loophole is so unmemorable that all I can remember is the baseball bat. Now the positives is when you rob the bank though, they would spawn guards, so it felt like you were actually robbing a bank, and that was actually kind of fire. And then you could just like pick. It wasn't that good compared to like Kato Thorn. Like if you could pick something, like it'd be cool. It like it didn't have to be like old mythics, but it could have just been like random mythics, like newer mythics, or like just ones they made specifically for the season. But whatever. But yeah, and then like the storyline wasn't the greatest either. Like Hope Jones, Kendo, Jade really didn't do nothing. But Daigo, for him this season was kind of big because we eventually find out Fletcher Kane's mask maker is Daigo. And he actually goes to Magic Mosses and starts opening a Spirit Realm gate to go to the Spirit Realm and fight the Dark Presence. But it's just that arrogant, I guess. And when he did, as soon as he went in there, he got corrupted. Bro did all that aura farming just to, as soon as he gets into the Spirit Realm, bro got corrupted. Not even a millisecond in there, and he was already corrupted. That's how. That's crazy. I'm gonna be real with you. And the bosses, big downgrade. How did they fumble? They went from having like bosses that you couldn't be scared of to normal bosses again. And there wasn't even a mini event this season. But then they started to tease the next season, which was actually a mini season, the Star Wars season. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, I rate this season a 5 out of 10. This season sucked. Thank God it was short. They literally got rid of Hopeful Heights, Demon's Dojo, that one area in the corner, I don't know, and Shogun Solitude. And they're all in the corner. There was no POIs even near the middle. So it just felt like you were playing Lawless with blasters. They also got rid of every single gun and replaced it with blasters. And the lightsabers, they were buns. I don't know if they nerfed them or the blasters were too powerful. Because like, if you had a lightsaber and you brought it to two people fighting with blasters, you'd get smoked. Like, you had zero chance. There was like nothing you could do. You just die. That's literally was the whole thing. And then we have like the ships, like the Resistance ship and the X-Wings and the TIE fighters. They were also buns. They were fun to fly, but like after a while it got annoying. Like, you could be fighting someone and then someone would be shooting you out of the air with a TIE fighter or a Resistance ship. And it was so annoying. But each week we'd get something new. Like the second week we got the third week, I think. I don't remember. I don't really revisit that season a lot. But one of the weeks we had Mandalorians Rising, and that was fun. That was like fire. That was fire. And then after that, so this whole chapter we've been getting bosses. Season 1 we got Godzilla. Well, not season 2. We didn't get anything for season 2. But this season we literally could be a Star Destroyer and shoot people. And Loki, as annoying it would be on the other side, when you're the Star Destroyer, it's so much fun. Like, it's super fun. Like, some people could be just minding their business and you could just boom their asses. That was fun. But besides that, the season was buns. But then we have an event, actually. Never thought I'd be saying that in one of these videos. But yeah, we had an entire Star Wars event. Death Star Sabotage was practically just Skyfire. I'm gonna be real with you. My favorite part is Loki, the end, where the Spirit Realm gate gets hit. That's really the only good part of the event. Like, well, the event was fun to play, but when I hit the Spirit Realm gate, it was a lot better. Then to the storyline. Oh wait, there isn't any. The only time we got a little bit of story was in the event. I rate this season a 2 out of 10. Hands down, best season of the chapter. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care what anyone else says. That's the best. This season is the best season of the chapter. Literally, it's a superhero theme that isn't Marvel or DC. Well, even though I want a DC season still, but whatever. Literally, Fortnite did a good job of making their own heroes. I kind of wish, my only gripe, like with this season, is I wish they added more superpowers. It made it feel like how they did the first Marvel season, not the second one. Because, like, dang, that would have been so much better. But the map fixed a lot of things Galactic Battle had. It didn't get rid of all the POIs. It at least got rid of one of them, though, so we only got 3 left. Get rid of the rest of them, guys. But we got Supernova Academy, Utopia City, and Demon's Domain. Supernova Academy was a good POI, in my opinion. I love that POI. It was very fun to lay in at, and like it's cool superhero base, but also like a X-Men type building, except not, you know, like a big mansion, but still, it was a good POI. And then Utopia City, it kind of felt like if they did Chapter 1, Season 9, but today, like if they did it like this year or last year, because like it was a good, fun place to land. And then they literally had like this thing that showed the 0 point wall, and people were like, oh, what? And then we have the freaking villain of the season, Mask Maker Daigo. That was fire. Like and for some reason he brought Core. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But literally the POI, the Demon's Domain, dude, the corrupted area there was fire. It was fire. And then you have literally and then the bosses, like Core, where you could be like getting her low and then she'll just jump to some random place and snipe you. Trust me, it happened to me a lot. Maybe I'm just bad at the game or whatever. Then Daigo, bro, I didn't fight this guy like most of the season because I don't want to deal with this man because he's so freaking OP. Like, you could get him, and then also like people this season would camp that area. Like, you could almost have Mask Maker Daigo dead, and then someone will snipe you and then finish him off. Pause. Which was stupid. Now, I wish they added more destruction. This is the same problem we had with Operation Skyfire, except worse this time because there were like no area. Like, there were like teeny spots, but the freaking Death Star just blew up. That thing is huge. And somehow it's just fine, I guess. Even though in the event we saw a lot more get destroyed, but whatever. And then the weapons, like we got kill switches, double pistols. I love that. You could go in slow motion and shoot people, and that was fun. And then we got synthwaves, like gloves, I forgot what they're called, boost gauntlets or whatever. Those were fun to use. Like, you could like jump up twice and then hit somebody with them, and that was fire. That was fire to use. And then Morgan Mist's Raven gauntlets, I don't remember what they're called. Those were very fun to use. I wish they added a style of Morgan Mist that matched the white ones together. Pause. Because like, why the heck do they look like that? But then the event, like, in my opinion, it's better than the Galactic Battle one. Literally, we got the first look at the Dark Presence without them being like, yeah, that's the Dark Presence, 100%. And like Mask Maker Daigo coming out of Demon's Domain and talking, I was like, yo, what? He's talking? He can speak? Cause like we just haven't had voice lines for a while at this point in the storyline. And then the tentacle comes out. People were like, is that the Dark Presence? I was one of those people who were like, no, it's not the Dark Presence. I was very deeply wrong, but still, It was super cool. The event was fire, and no one's changing my mind. Also, at the beginning of this season, we literally saw that the island was in a loop bubble. Insane. And at the same time, the visitor in OG was the same one from that was chromed. Okay. Like, that's wild. And people were like, is BR connected to OG? And we were right. We were right. Like, we were right. And then the storyline this season was practically, after the Death Star blew up, people got powers due to the spirit realm and the 0 point, like, mixing together. I don't actually, maybe it was spirit realm, but I think it was more of a 0 point pulse, because Matchmaker Daigo was using 0 point energy, or the Dark Presence was using 0 point energy to open the portal. And, people got powers from the shockwave, which was fire. And, Superman came to the island. He was actually rifted from DC, similar to how Batman was, but not the same DC universe. Like, yeah, I have an entire omniverse theory on that coming soon, maybe. I'll do a short about it one day. But, yeah, the storyline this season was fire. They revealed that they were planning to put the 0 point shard in the vault. Okay. Alright. I see. That was fire. And then Matchmaker Daigo, I admit they could have done a little bit better with it, like make it like more emotional. Like Kendo should have did something, but whatever. He could have at least helped fight the Dark Presence, but whatever. I rate this season a 10 out of 10. This season, it was fun, but at the same time, it could be annoying during like competitive stuff. Like the map, they fucked it up. I'm gonna be real with you. Like when we saw the first trailer, like that Power Rangers live action trailer, I was like, yo, if this is how the map looks, this will be fire. Yeah, it's not how the map looked at all. Like it would have been cool if like the entire map was freaking, like, I don't know, it looked infested, but, like, not with that blue shit. They could have had, like, maybe dirt instead, like, anything else, not whatever the fuck that is. Like, yeah, the blue looked better after the bugs were defeated, and they could have added it after the bugs were defeated. But this season was split, in my opinion, this season was split into 3 parts, so, like, I'll explain it for its own part. So, part 1 of the season was the bugs. The bugs were annoying. The queens were easy to kill. Like, low-key, no one was scared of these little niggas. And the roly-polies, only good bugs. Let's be real. And the medallions, if you collected all 3 of them, you would practically be... like, almost no one could defeat you, unless everyone was jumping you. Which is insane. Like... that's low-key insane. And the map, last season healed the map, this season dumped on the map. Like, I get y'all are trying to go for that, like, last time on this map vibe, but y'all didn't do a good job. Like, at all. It felt more like y'all just didn't like the map at all. But the weapons? Fire, okay. The OXR bases were also pretty cool. Like, the OXR bases were fun. They were nice. People were like, could this be the Imagined Order? Thank God they weren't. But, yeah. The Battle Pass was solid. No bugs. Seriously? Like, okay, y'all could have added the Amber Herald, but whatever. That and, yeah, the bugs just, and then to part 2, the bugs just disappeared. Like, they just dipped. Yeah, I get Megazord killed them, blah, blah, blah. We know the lore. I know the lore. I'm making an entire video on it. But they just dipped. Like, the entire season was dropped. And I'm kind of tired of them doing this every like, Fortnite for the final season of the chapter. Because this happened with Absolute Doom and now Shock and Awesome. And as much as I didn't really like Shock and Awesome that much, why would you drop the season? Like, I swear, if we get this current chapter, chapter 7, and if season 4 is good, and then they just drop it for Fortnitemares, it's gonna be like, guys, stop doing this. Like, low key, I remember chapter 2's like Fortnitemares, and like for chapter 2 season 8, I think they used that to like amplify the theme more, and that was perfect. They should have did that with the bugs. Maybe make it like the bug queens are evolving or something. I don't know. Like, maybe they're more humanoid or something. I don't freaking know. I don't know. I don't have any ideas. But yeah, but this update came this is the update like before Fortnitemares. The map looked way better. Yeah, I know I just went on a rant, but like the map looked way better. The game felt fun again. Like, it felt fun. It felt like vibing, but better. And they changed Demon's Domain to the new Nightshade Forest, and it looked beautiful. Epic, I swear, if they get rid of, if they ever do something like Night Shift again, my life is yours, Epic. Do it. And all the areas the bugs took over just became more beautiful. But now to the final part, Fortnitemares. Fortnitemares was alright. I'm gonna be real with you. They added Ghostface, Jason Voorhees, Huggy Wuggy. Where the fuck is Freddy Fazbear? But yeah, I'm still waiting for Freddy Fazbear. Where the heck is he? But whatever. They added Crystal Lake, which was fire. They, for some reason, had Doja Cat. I don't know. And yeah, that's really all. Like, Fortnitemares was fun. You could turn a Ghostface though. That was fun. That was fire. That was fire. No, there was a mini event this season though. People were hyping this up like with the event. We did eventually find out it was going to be 0 hour, and the leakers were actually choosing that instead of the one that was coming. But people were so disappointed with this event because literally there was barely anything in it. I remember having to like kick me out of the game. I had to log back in really fast. I had like a few minute queue, so whatever. But it was very fun. It was actually fun. The event was fun, but the cinematic really ruined it. That was our first look at the Dark Presence. The Simpsons cinematic. They did not do my man whoa, pause. Not like that, guys. They did not do my guy justice. Bro, that is not him. What did they do to him? First of all, why the heck does he not have arms? Why is his arms tentacles? He literally has four arms. 4! And y'all didn't give him any? Bro got robbed. And then and bro, when I tell you they butchered how this man looked, I was like, that's our presence? Are we serious? We were scared of this guy this whole time? I humbly apologize for that, but like, that's how it was like. I was like, that can't be him. I'm kind of disappointed here. Thank you, God. They changed his look. Well, didn't change his look, but finally showed us how he looked in 0 hour. Because if that's how he looked in 0 hour, I would not be taking that event seriously. But now to the next season. Now, this season was, when we first heard the leaks of this season, I was like, what? Why the hell are we getting a Simpsons season in the last season of the chapter? Oh, hell no. When the season came out, I was like, holy shit, this shit is actually fun. Like, how the heck did they do better than the Star Wars season? This season literally was filled with love and passion. Meanwhile, the Star Wars season was like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. Come on, guys. Y'all had one job. But this season was fun. They had a smaller map. I don't like the smaller map, but I think it worked in this map's favor. And it was all cell shaded, which was actually worked for once. And like, I think it being a mini season helped it a lot. I'm gonna be real with you, because dang. But like, that was it was fun. The storyline was fire, and yeah, but Now the main thing of this season. Let's get to the map. The map was so fun. Like, the map looked good. It was cartoony, and each week we'd get something new. It was so fun. Like, how could they didn't fumble it, which is fire. But then we got to get to the event, and when I tell you that event was the best thing the thing Fortnite needed, I mean it. I'd say it might even surpass the Chapter 2 end event. At least, like, gameplay wise, not looks wise, because, like, I don't know if it's just me, or do the events look more like they were made with the UEFN, or like they just don't like they made the budget smaller, because there's something about it. Maybe it's the lighting or something, I don't know. But that event was fun. We finally saw the Dark Presence actually, and he looked a lot better than whatever the fuck this was. Because this event was just fun to play, man. Like, I tell you, this season was fun. I mean, yeah. And then back to the event though. I don't know why I said this season was fun again. Don't ask. And then we got Godzilla, King Kong, Megazord, the Huntrix, Mecha Strike Commander, the Polar Peak Monster, Superman, Kill Bill, etc. Even the Empire against this one dude, and he was slamming them all? Oh, heck no. Like, what? Literally, bro. And the storyline for this event was insane. They literally brought Nathaniel. That's insane. What would I rate this season, though? I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. Now, what do I rate this chapter as a whole? I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. This chapter had ups and downs, and there's specifically only like 2 seasons that bring it down, and that would be Shock and Awesome. I mean, no. Lawless and Galactic Battle. I'm not saying Shock and Awesome because the later parts of the season without the bugs really saved it, but still, yeah. And like, wow. Like, this chapter was fun. I don't get why people are hating on it. I'm gonna be real with you. But that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching, and please please turn on your notification bells, because I am making an entire video for chapter 6, the entire storyline of it. It should be coming out sometime soon. So I'm editing this video over that because, well, it's the annual thing and I haven't made the 2025 one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye bye.